I am testing every single set of acrylic paint pens so that you don't have to waste your money because unfortunately some of these are not that good. Today I'm testing the 36 pack of Shuttle Arts acrylic paint markers. I've actually wanted to test these for a really long time. They look super nice. And coincidentally, Shuttle Art made one of the first set of acrylic paint pens I ever tried years ago. The quality was really good. The problem was the color range they picked was just so bizarre that they weren't practical. But let's see if we can get some redemption on this new set. I'll start out by saying the carrying case is the nicest that we've gotten with any set so far. I don't know how much that matters to people, but I personally like it. Also, not that markers aren't like self-explanatory, but I did think it was nice that it came with so many things. It had instructions, it had swatch sheets, which I can never say, it had coloring pages. Overall, this just felt like a really well thought out set that they put together. As for the swatches, they're looking great on the white. I will say on the black swatch sheet, I feel like the lighter colors do come off kind of muddy. I do feel like most people using paint pens aren't drawing on black paper all the time, but if it is something that you use them for, keep that in mind. One of the biggest reasons I started exploring these different sets is because so many of them don't come with a good red. And I hate to have to say it, but this is one of those sets. On the top, what I'm coloring right now is a different pen's red, and you can see how much more vibrant it is. Again, this might not be a deal breaker for you, but if you want a true vibrant red, this is not the set for you. Looking at the color range overall, it's pretty solid. However, I do feel like we're potentially missing a second shade of gray. There's also a few colors that are pretty similar in color that personally for me, I would have rather see them replace them with a metallic gold and silver. Overall, the colors are vibrant, they perform well on paper, and they don't bleed through the other side. When I started to fill in this larger section, I did notice on this side that we started to lose a little bit of power with the ink as we went on. We've seen this with some other pens that have this ink regulator, and I do find that on these, they tend to dry out a little faster if you're using them on big areas. I didn't think it was terrible with this pen, but if you do fill in a lot of big areas, it's something to keep in mind. A benefit to these pens that are a bit drier is our left-handed test does typically perform much better with these. Finally, for material testing, they performed well on glass and did not budge once they dried down. They perform well on wood, but you may need a second coat if your wood is porous. They work well on fabric if you need to make markings. At least on this metal, they do not rub off, but they do scratch off. They were very vibrant on rocks, seemingly even more so than other sets. They also performed well on 3D prints without running down the layer lines. This set currently retails for $40, which is a little more expensive than the other kits we've tested, but based on the small details, I don't necessarily think it's an unfair price. Overall, I'd give this set a 5.5 out of 10. For me, it's still the color range that's really holding this set back, and some strategic decisions could have made this rating a lot higher. But let me know what set you want to see tested next.